The thing about achieving emotional independence that I've never heard anybody talk about is the withdrawal phase. If you reach this stage, that means you have already successfully become emotionally independent, but this is the stage that often pushes people back into emotional dependence because you literally go through dopamine and emotional withdrawal. Take this for example. In the past, when you used to need some validation or emotional reassurance, you would go to other people. Most likely, this occurred on a daily basis. Probably multiple times a day as well. I know for me it did. And this means you have been consistently importing your dopamine supply. Every interaction with another person has been your hit of dopamine, and all of a sudden, all of that is gone. You don't need that anymore. You feel stable, and you don't need those daily false dopamine hits, and your life begins to feel a lot more colorless. It starts to feel more dull, more slow, and this is the stage that pushes a lot of people back into that emotional dependence and into that party scene and into that fake connection BS. Because when you're stable by yourself, you don't need all those fake connections, and much of the fake connections happen in those high dopamine environments, such as partying, drinking, hanging out with people that are toxic. And when you no longer need any of that, you most likely stop going to most of those events, maybe once in a while, but it's very different. That's why it's important to understand that when you achieve your emotional independence, you're not reliant on anyone else emotionally, you are gonna have to change where you get your dopamine from, because you're no longer going to be getting it from those meaningless exchanges with the people on a daily basis that you used to get. You're going to have to direct that energy to more stable sources of dopamine. Sources such as self-improvement. Now, I personally believe that self-improvement is the most stable and sustainable source of dopamine. That is what I love now about my life. But this is just a note for those people who have reached the stage and you're kind of like, what is going on in my life? Why is nothing going on anymore? You're in the right place.